We're going live now. Yo, everybody, welcome back. This is DJmemo, a new year with my host,
CoKo. How you doing?
Yes, and we have a special guest. Wow, what an amazing year we had, man. It's just an amazing, you guys, thank you guys for joining us. We have a special guest today. He's going to be performing. Introduce yourself today, brother.
Hey, my name's Graham Vincent, and I'm a local Sacramento artist. And I'm a singer-songwriter type, so I play the guitar and croon a little bit.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
other than that, I love all forms of music. I'm just a big fan of music itself. It drives me. It's very important to me, and not in the financial sense, not in the big game sense of it, but just in giving back what music's given me over the years. So yeah.
How long you been doing this for?
Professionally, 10 years. We're on the 10th year anniversary. Yeah, so 2005 to 2015. So we're actually going into the 11th year of being official. And then there was, I started playing guitar when I was 13, so you had your garage bands and all those little projects that everybody does. But yeah, doing this whole thing, it's evolved from my name, being an artist called Graham Vincent, to an entity called Grahamtastic, which is, So it's a bunch, just basically what I am, but with musicians, diversifying it out, so it's not just one guy and a guitar, it's a more built out sound.
Awesome.
So having a blast with that.
What's been your greatest hit through those 10 years, man?
The greatest hit song-wise, or like the best feeling I've ever had?
The future.
Hit song-wise, there's a song that I did called Breakaway, which a lot of local hip-hop artists have jumped on little verses. So I left, like 16 bars here and here and here. And I've been doing it at live shows forever, inviting my friends to get up here and spit 16 bars. But now I have, a space set for like all these people to jump on. And I'm really excited for that. And when those people jump on, they bring all their followers. It's kind of like a crossover hit like anyone else would have. But yeah, that song Breakaway, when it's a crooning song and then it turns into something else at the end, it feels really good.
So what is that message for Breakaway?
It literally is as widely as you could interpret that topic. Just breaking away from, getting away. I mean, the last line is "see ya." So exactly.
See you 2015.
Yeah. Well, in some ways, you keep on the good, but could I ever break away from all this garbage that's got me kind of held? It's whether it's in relationships, whether it's in life, or within yourself. And mainly, I'm speaking from, I guess, the inner perspective, not even first person, but the inner perspective.
Yeah.
So,
So where can people find you on your social media?
Yeah, go to reverbnation.com/Graham Vincent. That's GRAHAM VINSON. Hit me up at Twitter at Grahamtastic. Other than that, my Facebook's there. Everything's there. Social media. I'm on Instagram at Grahamtastic80. But yeah, Reverb Nation's got all my live videos. It's got my whole EP to download for free until the album comes out later this year. That stuff's all available for free. They can contact me right there, see where my shows are at, all that kind of stuff.
Well, actually, when I first, talking to you on Facebook, I downloaded all your songs.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
that's pretty good, man. They're awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
So, do you have like a base that we can go to check to where all of your media outlets are written down to where it'd be easier to?
If you go to the Reverb Nation website, it'll have every link to everything there. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we have you here. We want to go live with some music.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I brought the gear, which is simple as it is. Just this.
That's okay. First time.
Yeah.
Live here.
We'll see how it goes.
Graham Vincent.
And we're gonna do. Let's see. We'll find out if I'm in tune first. That'll be a. We're gonna call it good enough for rock and roll, right? Okay, so this is the Breakaway song. Good way to intro that, right? destiny. Then you let I'll give it to you. And the next thing, it's all that you need to be. Would you settle for this? That's the best you could do. I'm not kidding. With a where we stand, find a little peace inside. Oh, broken eyes. What a sleep in your eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, Rusty, New Year's Rusty. So sorry.
So how do you learn the guitar, man?
Well, it takes a lot of pushing through. Like with a stringed instrument of any kind, you listen to something and you go, oh, I want to do that. Like, that's the spark, number one. You're like, oh, wow, I want to do that. And then it's getting someone and getting, like, to tell them to get your brain argues with your hand a lot at first. It's like, no. Fingers do this. Your brain, no, you're having a war here with your hands. You break through that. It's kind of one of these things.
Yeah.
Once you break through that, it's literally painful to play because strings they're kind of sharp pieces of like little things. So you got to build up calluses, and once that happens, it's all about the love. And like for me, it was sitting as a 13-year-old kid with my boombox and CDs or cassettes, and just listening and then trying to figure it out. Yeah, and after 25 years of doing that, you start to dissect and learn how they did it, and then you become a songwriter yourself. You go, okay, I see the game within all this. So I'll construct my own out of pieces I've borrowed, kind of. I think that's every songwriter's thing.
So what inspired you to do music, man?
It's in my blood. Both my grandparents were singers for the big band era, like Vaughn Monroe. We're talking 30s, 40s, like war era, like Chattanooga Choo Choo, like the old school, really cool stuff. My uncle, who lives in Nashville, is a big singer-songwriter, producer. So he's got that in his blood. He can write symphonies, which is beyond me. That's like, okay, that's some genius level. That's over here, and I'm gonna stay on my lane over here. But and I just loved it. I've had a passion for it ever since I was very, very little, and it's never ceased. I mean, no matter what has happened, it's also saved my life. I mean, really, at the worst parts of my life, sometimes a song will speak to you. You'll hear something, and you go, that's me. I feel right exactly. Like the songs you listen to are the soundtrack to your life. So if you look at it that way, it's good to be contributing and having other people contribute to my soundtrack.
So you said you were doing it you're going into your 11th year professional, but previous to that you had done some kind of like garage stuff.
Yeah, it was more like finding different musicians, at first, because I was an electric guitar player, I still have that skill set as well, but I really started diving towards acoustic music. Okay. And for the simple fact that it can be very personal, it's very one-on-one. You're not going to hear a lot of it on the radio without a beat behind it, which I'm fine with. It's cool, and when that person does kind of put a beat behind it, it's even doper. Yeah. So I just like to take my core element, which is what I am, and then take everybody else's great talents, see if we can form something amazing.
Mm-hmm. So what would you say the transition from kind of the
garage artist,
the garage into
it was going into open mics and shaking hands, man. It was meeting people. Networking. It was talking to people. It was and exposing your music at the same time. Mm-hmm. And of course, it was horrible when I first came out. Stage presence is not inbred usually. So or inborn, I should have said inbred, but inborn in you. And so those performances are rough at first, and then you break through those, and you start getting you still after you're done, you're like, that sucked. But other people give you different feedback, and you're like, okay, it was good. That's just your self ego's like, no. It was horrible, but then you get that feedback that it's like, no, it was really good. So you're like, all right, we'll run with that.
Is there any mainstream artists that really inspire you?
Yeah, there definitely. I mean, we could go back to early stuff that my parents had when I was a kid, like Stevie Wonder, like songs from the Key Alive Volume 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. And then other stuff like the Police, the Beatles. Excuse me, my terrible thing. And things like Donny Hathaway, these R&B guys that were from the 70s that they had it in here, you could tell, and a lot of those guys aren't spoken of in the millennial generation, but they're there. Go look them up, in the 70s. There's some soul, Earth, Wind, and Fire, people like that just really got my spirit up. And then all of a sudden, as a younger kid, I was a younger white kid kind of from the suburbs, so I got exposure to NWA, Fresh Prince, and George Michael, all this stuff. And I was like, wow, how privileged am I to be able to literally take everything, because I knew people from every section. But as a young kid growing up, I could do New Kids on the Block as hard as I could do NWA straight out of Compton. And my parents, I have to give them 1,000,000% credit. They let me. They didn't put borders down. They said, go ahead, explore some. We know you have a good mind. Like, we know if you listen to something, you're not going to, take it in and use it as fact. Or something to, like, do. Like, if they're talking about women like they were on those NWA records, man, you got to have a straight mind to go into that and not come out influenced in a negative way by it. And I think they trusted me at a young, impressionable age to make those decisions.
That's good,
Yeah, I mean, thankfully I have to give them a lot of credit. A lot of people, and I would too probably, as I'm not a parent yet, but I would be throwing those walls down like, no. I know it's on the other side of this. You can't look over there, but of course they're going to jump that pool anyways. So, yeah.
Do you ever remember your first song you ever recorded?
First song I ever recorded was a song called Peace Within. Yeah. There's a big story to my life where I was sick for a good period. And it caused me to think a lot about everything. Why we're here. What's in this being here? And was really fighting my disease. And that's not the way to do it necessarily. You kind of got to work with it to get past it instead of fight it. And that song was about asking for the strength to fight it. Yeah.
Do you remember some of those lyrics?
Yeah. I mean, I know the song too. I mean, it's one.
Yeah, you should definitely. That last one was very nice.
It's still. This is. This is not as fast paced by any means. This is more indicative of what my overall sound is.
Okay, now.
It's a little more heartfelt. And sometimes it takes a quiet studio.
So we're talking like way back.
We're talking like the song was written in 2002, 2003.
Wow, yeah, that's a long time.
I was still in my Slim Shady looks.
Yeah, I mean, it was a different time. I mean, it really was, but this song, I don't know how well it holds up, but I like it. I still think, it's going to go on my record. It's part of the downloadables, I think, or it's on video.
On the Reverb?
On the Reverb Nation thing, yeah, so. Excuse me, I put on these headphones so I can hear myself a little bit, but then...
You're live. Go ahead.
It's alive. So yeah.
No, that was very hard. That was very good.
Thank you.
Wow, man, you have a talented voice.
Thank you.
You're really talented, brother. So tell us about this album you coming out. Is it coming out this year?
It'll be 6 months down the line.
Awesome.
Fingers crossed, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
All the songs are written.
Yep.
All I got to do is nail studio time, go in there, and we're going to call it September release. EP will be before that for free to give off about 4 of the songs. Just let the people know.
The album's going to be September release, right?
Yeah, we're hitting for it. Yeah.
Do you have a name yet?
Gramtastic so far.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be self-titled.
Okay.
So, the first record sometimes can be self-titled. When it's taken 10 years to embody the work that's going to be on one disc.
Yeah.
How many songs is it going to be in there?
Probably 13 or 14.
Wow.
It's not an EP. It's going to be a full length, but it's going to be the price of an EP. Like in this music game, we can't get away with charging. $14.99. I want to give it as much as to live, but please, like this is yours.
Any favorite song you have?
Not. I mean, they're all kind of babies, so it's hard to pick. I mean, on any given day, I could pick a different song.
Depending on your
mood.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all like the creative expressions of what you've done. So they're kind of like, oh, that's my baby. I don't know. You might admire something about something in this, but it's like admiring about something in your son or daughter. It's like, oh, yeah, but you're also really, I can't really, and there's songs that definitely I've written that are just like, sound like carbon copies of me trying to write a song, and those songs that tossed instantly. But you end up trying to, wow, that sounds like someone. Oh, it sounds like me, and then that happens, you throw it away.
So any shows you have coming up in the year?
Yeah, I've got 2 huge ones. One, January 21st at Starlight Lounge here in Sacramento. Defiant Music Productions, Riot Craig, as you know, is putting that on, and
definitely will be out there supporting.
Yeah, and that's
I just saw the flyer for that today.
Yeah. And so then we got February 3rd at the Powerhouse Pub in Folsom. 98 Rock presents Local Licks, which is the local artist showcase, and it's me, Gramtastic, Blacklisted, which is my good friend Shonuff's new band, and a band that's going to be their CD release party called Diversity of One.
Yes, they were here.
D1, man.
D1, these guys, and all those
Casey, all those guys.
My family, bro. We've been writing.
Yeah, I know those guys are amazing. So we're all going to be in one place, and the place is big, and the venue's right, and it's my birthday. So it's my birthday show for real.
So 20.
Something like that.
You're not going to get going to the 20s.
Yeah. I'm 30-ish.
Don't worry, guys. I'm 32.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that younger.
No, time's running short. Gosh, don't we all feel it? As New Year's comes, do you often feel that pressure like that? All right, you get that like ride or die New Year's mentality, and
you gotta start over.
It's like,
here we go.
Here's the brick wall. Yeah.
We're starting all over. But how was your New Year's, man?
It was great, man. Got to spend it with my family, and my sister just moved to Hawaii with my twins, who were like kind of. My niece and nephew, but I wanted to steal them away a little bit, and so having them away is a little hard. But getting to spend the time with the core family that's here in Sacramento, which is me, my mom, and dad, who could ask for anything better?
Oh, definitely, man.
So do your family like really support?
Always
have.
have. Yeah. I mean,
That's good.
They've always been a person that since I was 18, they're like, yo, as long as you can pay your bills and do whatever, we want you to, I mean, follow your bliss, follow your dream, wherever that takes you, do it, and we're behind you.
Well, that's good they gave you boundaries too, as long as you can pay your bills.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to let me have a free fall and let me suck them dry, as no one should,
that's good.
And they're like, yo, as long as you can hold this down, then we'll support whatever you got endeavors-wise that. And that doesn't mean, I have a 80-hour-a-week job that I go rack at.
Yeah.
But as long as I'm holding down bills and basic things, then, let's ride as hard as I can. And that's as good for me because there's no work hours as much to worry about. As long as I'm keeping my business, my house business, kind of like what pays my bills business, and work business separate, that's
definitely.
Our music business, work business separate. Yeah, it's just icing on all that cake that I'm able to do it. So, to be able to come here and talk on a Tuesday, or a Sunday, I'm sorry, it's a privilege. It's just it's an honor to come in here and have the time to do that and have the freedom to do that. So, Sacramento's getting big. I feel something in the bones for the 916 this year, man.
That's a lot of talent out there, man. It's just gotta come together and
we're finding each other slowly.
Sacramento's big, man.
Yeah.
Well, the networking went down last year. I think this year's going to be.
I'm with you. That's exactly what I think happened. I think there was a lot of talk last year.
A lot of it.
And you're going to be seeing a lot of action this year.
So it was.
Yeah.
No, yeah, man, we're gonna take over the world.
we're here to share it with y'all. No, except in the summers we'll be coming to y'all's cribs because it's too hot here.
I know. We're gonna go to the bed.
Yeah, totally. Let's go to the bed.
Definitely, man. But we want to get to another song before we.
Sure, you want to do it on? Yeah, let's definitely do that.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Any of your favorite songs you have wrote over the years?
I mean, I can do like an original. I can do a cover. I can do
whatever you want.
I mean, yeah, we do.
What is your favorite cover?
All right, that's cool.
All right, CoKo's favorite. Which one would you like, CoKo?
I don't know. What do you have right now?
That's like a grab bag, I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, you just have to ask, and I'll put out a cover song in some form. Or we do another original. Your call, CoKo.
Let's do original. That way it's more live.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this technique called dropping D.
Live on the cool.
Drop D for y'all. Okay, so let's see. Is my drink around here anywhere? Did you guys see it out there? It's green. It's bright green. If anyone's seen it. Cool. Sorry, we're live. Keeping it live. Check mic 1, 2.
So what is the name of this one?
This one is called Burning Bridges. And
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
My advice is don't do that.
Don't worry, I did a lot of those last year.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you got to, you got to. But try not to. No, I mean, that's kind of my stage banter as I come out with the song. I'm like, it's called Burning Bridges. Try not to. I understand.
Yeah, but sometimes
the inevitable, getting rid of toxic people is a different thing. Yeah. But try not to, you never know when that person that is over there that you might not have given credit to might really be your savior or someone that's really looking out for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, here we go. Okay, I'm just making a sound check there, so.
That was the story of my.
That was amazing.
That was the story of my life last year.
Cool, man. Well, thank you guys so much for having me in the zone. It's been a pleasure.
Your lyrics are very, very deep, very heartfelt.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I couldn't fake that. So, I can cop everybody else's something, but the heartfelt thing comes from where it is. And thanks for having me.
Thank you, man. I really want to thank you for coming out. We're going to be working in the future. Bro.
Absolutely.
Man, you're talented.
We got good friendships happening, and give all the listeners out here, thank you so much for supporting LA Cool Radio, everything they do, every tentacle and arm and branch of what you guys are involved in. Let me know in the future, and we ride together.
You're always welcome. Tell us again where people can find you.
Okay, let's make that sure. Reverb Nation, and that's REVERBNATION Nation at /Graham Vincent, GRAHAM, capital VINSON, or Facebook at Grahamtastic80, Twitter at Grahamtastic80. Gmail at Grahamtastic80. So,
And you said all of that was on the Reverb too.
Yeah,
just to make it
easier for everybody. Just go to reverbnation.com /Graham Vincent, and you'll find all that cool stuff. Yeah, all the shows, and please don't feel guilty at all. All that stuff out there is for you guys to take.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, that's yours.
Support my brother, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll definitely be looking it up when I get home.
Cool. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much. Brother. This is not like the last time we're gonna see him.
Not buying. I ain't going anywhere.
Well, thank you. We're gonna go with some music, and we'll be back with a UK artist, Lorenzerino. Woo! Interview him live on the radio station from the UK. So we'll be back, guys.
So much.
King Montana, Lezarino,
I ain't going anywhere.
Mr. Click 183 Recordings. We're all champions, up and coming. You see? Yeah. I'm a champion. I thought I told ya. Had to make a few decisions, now I'm older. Do I want the street life of the family life. I tell you what, mate, I didn't have to think twice. I'm sick and tired of this gutter life that I've been living. Think it's time that I drop grudges, start forgiving. Trying to work hard, earn a good living and that. But my old roots still keep calling me back. Now I've moved on to bigger things. Knew we're gonna smash it when I heard Annalea sing. Still I gotta grind and get the peak. Cha-ching, I've been at work all week, so it's a party thing. Popping bottle after bottle, spending 50 after 50. Just an average Friday and I treat whoever's with me. Always pay my way, I never ask no one to give me. For the things that I've done, I pray the Lord forgives me.
I'm always pushing myself to the limit, making sure I stay ahead. You made me who I am from the words you said. Some people have to learn, some people wait their turn. Some people, but not me, I was born a champion. Some people have to fight, some people give their lives. Some people don't believe I was born a champion.
Rise high, you gotta dig low. Past your ignorance and reach that inner soul. My path took me from a tribe of only flesh and bones till an elevated man state of pyramids and tombs. I was born in a hard place where the man was trained to live with a harsh face. And if you show sign of weakness, you realize quick that your soul was turned pear-shaped. Had a crew of 7 headed straight to the top, but certain man couldn't focus, so we started to drop until it was over. But my inner workings couldn't let me falter. It kept telling me that you have something special, and don't let your past be your downfall, just take it as a lesson. Friends aren't usually great for business. I wish I realized that in 06.
I'm always pushing myself to the limit, making sure I stay ahead. You made me who I am from the words you said. Some people have to learn, some people wait their turn. Some people, but not me, I was born a champion. Some people have to fight, some people give their lives. Some people don't believe I was born a champion. This is for my babies. Scar, true soldier. I won't stop till I reach the top. My heart and soul beat some music. I'll never give up on this dream. Never know I ain't stopping now. I'm always pushing myself to the limit, making sure I stay ahead. You made me who I am from the words you said. Some people have to learn, some people wait their turn. Some people, but not me, I was born a champion. Some people have to fight, some people give their lives. Some people don't believe I was born a champion.
Yes, we are champions. That was Analia featuring King Montana and Lazarino from the UK. Big shout out to Red and Black Magazine. They're up right now. It's like 10 p.m. Was it 10:30 right now at the UK, and they're hearing us. Thank you guys for the
appreciate
support.
that, definitely.
Nicholas Anthony, thank you for always supporting me and La Crew Radio all the way from California here in Sacramento. You guys are awesome. We're going to get in a live interview with Lanzarino. You know, he's from the UK. Awesome, talented, man. The UK got some really talented.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. They've been on the rise lately.
Oh, yeah, man. So we're going to try to get him on the phone and just make history right now. This is his first time on La Crew Radio. Lanzarino, this is DJmemo and CoKo from La Cool Radio.
Hello.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Everything good?
Everything good, man. Thank you for staying up late and doing this interview with us, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
No worries, man. I appreciate you giving me the, I can hear an echo in the background.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. That's better. Yeah, man. No, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity, man. Thank you very much for it.
Well, thank you, man. So tell us, man, what's been going on with you, man? What's new projects? What's been going on, man? I've been hearing a lot about you.
Yeah, man. A lot of things in the works. I've got a mixtape I'm doing right now with an international artist. I've been working hard on that. Performing all around the place. Got an event in Birmingham at the end of January. You know what I mean? Up in the UK and that, so that's gonna be good. Just so many things in life, you know what I mean? Doing a lot of production work for people, you know, and just trying to keep myself elevated, you know?
No, what? So who's this international star you're talking about?
Yeah, so his name's Dapstar. Basically, me and him are doing a mixtape together called the London to Poland Link Up. And basically it's going to feature probably around 7 to 8 tracks. I'll probably say. We haven't been finalized just yet. We're still going on all the details and that, but it's looking real good. You know what I mean? The idea is that either myself or him is going to come to each one of our countries. I'll probably do both. And then, you know what I mean, do a whole big performance at a venue with all the tracks.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's awesome, man. So, what are your goals for 2016, man?
Well, boy, a lot of collaborations is the first step with me and my label. We're looking to try and connect up with all of the local talent around at the moment. So right at this moment, literally, I've probably got about 7 collaboration projects I'm working with several different artists.
Wow, man.
I believe that networking is very, very important in terms of creating good business for yourself. So that's what first in creating more of an entourage and elevating myself and elevate myself more as a person.
Yeah. Are you ever looking to work outside of the UK with some independent artists like from California, Chicago, Las Vegas, LA?
Yeah, definitely. I'm much of an open door right now, and at the moment I'm just concentrating on the local time only literally because it's it's people that I've sitting around when I've done performances. But I'm looking to work with anyone anywhere, man. Seriously, I've worked with I had a joint collaboration with someone else who's on my team called King Montana. And him and someone else did a bit of a joint collaboration a couple of years back as well. So I'm all up for that, man. You know what I mean? I want to work with anybody and everybody that can.
Big shout out to King Montana, man. He's awesome too, man. I was just playing the song "We Are the Champions," the remix, and Aaliyah featuring you and King Montana.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, which track was that one?
The "We Are Champions," the remix.
Yes, yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good little thing you did, man. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Shout out to Chris Brown and Chipmunk for the tune, man. Like the big tune back in the day, man.
Oh yeah. So how long you been on the game, man? How long you been doing this?
Well, professionally, I'll probably say about 6 years now. I kind of started out when I was about 16, 17, so we're looking at about over 10 years now probably in terms of production and rapping and everything. Yeah, I started up probably back then, man.
Okay. Do you remember your first song you recorded it?
First song recorded? Yeah, it was called, it was a track called Stack and Beat. It was kind of a sort of a piano sort of hip hop sort of track. And originally it was just about being literally the best person you can, you know, focusing on your personal growth. and trying to be the best person, your own self, you know. And yeah, that was my first tune, man.
No, okay.
So for those of you who haven't heard, like how can we find you? How can we look up some of the stuff that you already have out there?
Well, yeah, you can definitely access from our website, which is www.lesarino.com. I've also got the music label's website, which is www.mrconnofreerecordings.co.uk. So that's like all of the team's like materials on there, but my specific one is lesarino.com if you just want to find out about me.
Okay, can you spell that so it's easier for everyone to look you up?
Oh yeah, of course. Some people just struggle to get the name right. www.lezareno.com.
Okay, definitely. I'm gonna have to take a listen when I get home.
Lazarino.
Lazarino, yes. No, I appreciate it, man. Anyone that takes time out to look at my stuff, I really appreciate it, because as you probably know, there's a lot of artists out there, and a lot of people take a lot of time out to, listen to people. So it's hard just to find the right people to listen to as well. So I appreciate anyone listening to me.
Oh yeah. So did while growing up in the music, did any mainstream artists inspire you to make music?
Yeah, definitely, man. Currently at the moment, I would probably say I like the likes of someone like Lupe Fiasco. Is definitely one of my tops. Kendrick Lamar, because his style kind of comes from one of the old school kind of rap groups, which are my personal favorites, which is called Bone Thugs and Harmony, and he's picked them up a good few times in his tracks and stuff like that. I love those guys. Those are definitely, and they're still current as well. So don't get me wrong, man. They're still doing it. They're more kind of old school compared to like Kendrick Lamar and Lupe Fiasco. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But I love those guys. You know what I mean? I still love my old cats like Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Nas. I love as well. Like, you know what I mean? Those are the people from the kind of more hip hop era. It's definitely my favorite.
Definitely true. Any artists that you want to work in the future as a mainstream?
Mainstream currently at the moment, maybe Future. I like Future style. How he conducts himself. I like Future. In terms of like rappers anyway, but I mean singers wise, there's one that definitely work with a couple of singers. I'd love to work with Alicia Keys, man. Weekend. Yeah, he's another one. Alicia Keys, Weekends, Beyonce. I always want to work with. Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland. Oh man, the list goes on.
You're going to my childhood, man. That's awesome, man. That's a lot of big names out there, man. That's a top album right there. But man, that's been.
Thank you.
So what is your single that you have out right now, man? What are you promoting right now?
Yeah, so at the moment, my biggest single I'm promoting at the moment is called Primitive, and that is available via iTunes. You can also check it out via any of the websites. The links are all there and everything, but that's probably my most biggest song. At the moment, I'm also promoting one of the singles from the international artists I'm working with in Dapster, like I said, and that's called, F the System. Obviously the words keep the language tab. It's called F the System, and that is probably the single I'm promoting out through our little mixtape that we're doing.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. So when are you coming out here to California, man, and perform live with us? And is that what you're looking in the future? To expand yourself?
Yeah, definitely, man. The United States, that's a big world, like, there's a lot of states that have a lot of opportunities out there, and especially, I've heard a few things from California, man, it sounds good, so, definitely, man, definitely. Probably, like, I'm not sure exactly definitely. I've been probably looking to grow a little bit more. But because an opportunity out there, and it all sounds right, then I'll be doing that, man. I'm all up for it.
Definitely, we got to get you out here, man. There's a lot of local artists out here, supporting each other. A lot of hip hop shows out here in Sacramento.
A lot of networking.
So you'll be fitting that like at home, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I would definitely class myself as kind of like, old sort of like hip-hop head, so, I don't really think the old school hip-hop to the new rap scene and everything kind of all, man.
So I was going to ask you, where can your fans find you on your social media besides your web page?
Oh, sorry, the phone kind of cut on, because you that, please.
I was going to ask you, where can your fans, the listeners, where they can find you on your social media besides your web page?
Where they can find me on social media. Okay, so the website is one way, but I've got access to a few different kind of social medias. I'm on Facebook. I'm on SoundCloud, SoundClick, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I think there's a couple more things I can't remember, but I don't know all the links to every single one of those, which is why I just say check out my website because it's got everything on there.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, awesome. Do you even have a YouTube channel where people can check you out or no?
Sorry, say that again. Do I shout people when they check? Did you say?
Do you have a YouTube channel where people can watch music videos of yours or no?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Man. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, YouTube, definitely, man. The YouTube link is tagged in Resurino. It comes to say, oh, yeah, now I remember. It's under as a Resurino artist. That's all one word.
Okay.
Yeah, all one word. And literally, if you just look through YouTube, Resurino, you'll be flooded with videos. Basically, I'll come up straight away.
Awesome. Definitely, I will be checking that out. Well, Lazarino, I want to thank you for taking the time. I know we're in two different worlds. It's already late over there, and we're barely starting our game here. But thank you, man. Any shout outs? You want any shout outs you want to give out to your friends, to your family, to your supporters out there in the UK?
Yeah, man, definitely, shout out to my mums, you know what I'm saying, she's got 30 years in me, she still works harder than me, man, you know what I mean, so shout out to my mums and that, shout out to my cousins, you know what I mean, that have met me from since day, shout out to my clique, Mr. Clique when we've been recording, you know what I mean, big up to King Montana, and Amelia, Miss Camille, you know what I'm saying, big up to all of them and everything. Big up to you out there, man, doing your thing, and I appreciate you, obviously, you know what I mean, I'm playing my music like how you have been doing, I have been listening to the shows and that, and I really appreciate your support, man, thank you very much.
Well, appreciate it, man, we're here to support you, man, and I want to thank you, and, hopefully we can work something out and bring you out here in Sacramento and, make some history,
Definitely.
bro.
Hey, man, I look forward to it, definitely. I hope to speak to you soon, and we can definitely, arrange something to come out there. I'd love to see the city, see the people, and just see how I can, give something to the people out there as well.
Definitely, man. Well, thank you, God bless, and we're looking forward in the future working with you, man. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
You take care, man. Thank you for having me, man. You take care of yourself.
You too, brother. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Cool, man. Take care.
Thank you. Wow. So that was Lazarino. I know, I'm still having a hard time. But wow, he's an amazing artist from the UK. Great. First time artist. He's the first artist from the UK ever being interviewed here live on the Cool Radio. So something new from us. So we got more for next week. We have talented artists.
Yeah.
And CoKo, well, I want to thank you again for joining me.
No problem. No problem.
New day, new Sunday. The first radio, the first
year.
Sunday of the year, and we have Graham Vincent coming in here. Wow, amazing, talented artist. It's just amazing. Don't forget. CoKo's mixtape's coming out soon in summertime.
Hopefully by summer. Hopefully. Yes.
She got some big projects in the works.
Yeah.
50 Shades of CoKo. I mean,
Taco.
50 Shades
of Taco.
Big shout out to Tati. We had her last week.
Yes.
Good friend of mine. It's just, you guys are 50 Shades of Tacos. I like that.
Yeah, it's Tati and CoKo put together because we're best friends. We've been best friends for about 8 years.
Tacos.
Yeah. So.
We were talking all these different tacos last week, but it was awesome. Also, I went to go see them at the Blue Lamb. At the New Year's Eve party. It was awesome.
We'll actually be we'll be at the Blue Lamp again on the 8th for Monique's birthday bash.
Monique's party, yes.
Yeah. So and that 50 Shades of Taco, that'll be me and Tati will be hosting as well.
So, do you guys already have the artists lined up for?
I believe so. I think they have everything locked in. They did want to throw in a lot of music for dancing time, so they do have a few sets.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure what is the full lineup at the time. I don't have the list with me. But I'm pretty sure that Snatch and Guap will be performing. I think California Royalty will be in there too.
Okay. Big shout out to my family. Bam Bam. Yeah. Man, all these families, but hey, it's all good, man. I love my Sacktown people.
Well, I have details for that show on my page on Facebook, and that's CoKo. And you can find all the other media stuff on there too. But yeah, the details for that, it's going to be live, glow stick party. Turn up with us. It's going to be really fun.
Gonna be turning it up, man. No, but so. What are your goals for 2016, man? It's just
2016. My goals are to pretty much just break out of everything that I was in 2015. I want to be my biggest supporter. I want to push myself. I want to network. I want to drop my first mixtape and just get tons of confidence and just recreate myself this year. I know that's what everyone wants to do every year, but I'm pretty confident.
I want to but amazing, like I said, you have my support. You have La Radio support. You have the Red and Black magazine support, the Swag and magazine support. So we're just doing. Also, we're working on something big, guys. We are working on a big concert, a big surprise for April. We're working on getting some UK artists, some LA artists already been booked. We got some Sacktown artists already booked.
Very big.
So we're trying to get mainstream artists to come out, and this show is just to raise money for charity for special kids in need. I want to give a shout out to my team, Lisa Baker, my manager Mariluz, and Darcy, who is working really hard on booking all these mainstream artists for me. But we'll have more on my pages. You know where you guys can find me. I'm still there on my Snapchat, River Nation. I even have all that on YouTube. But
I need to get on there.
You guys can find me. Thank you guys. We have more big surprises, more big guests coming up next week. We have another artist from the UK. Man, we're getting all these. But hey, it's amazing that they're watching us and they're hearing us, knowing that they're staying up so late just to do it, because it's just a part of the nature of this business that we love to do. Like I said, big shout out to Red and Black magazine for always supporting me, for putting me on the magazine, for always tagging me on their poses and everything. But Nicolas, thank you, I appreciate it. I know you're still awake here in the radio station, so we'll see you guys next week.
Right.
On La Cool Radio Underground. I'm DJmemo.
I'm CoKo.
And we'll have some more artists live next week.
Good talent.
Stay tuned for the flyer coming out this week. So we'll see you guys next week. Take care.